Namaste guys, I welcome you all to my channel. So in this video today we are going to learn class 9 NCERT book exercise 2.5 question number 15 and question number 16. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Here the first question is, give possible expressions for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles in which the areas are given. Now here you can see area in a polynomial form given. Let me take a marker. Here it is. This is the area of a rectangle, and we all know that area of a rectangle means if it is length it is breadth, then area of a rectangle means length into breadth. It means in this polynomial two expressions multiplication is there, and one of those expression is length and another will be breadth. So those two expressions we are asked to find. At first, here you can see this is a quadratic equation. So if you do factorization, then you will get two factors of it, because it is a quadratic equation, and quadratic equation will have two factors only. Why quadratic equation will have two factors? Because the degree of a quadratic equation is 2. That is why quadratic equation will give you only two factors, and we need two factors only. We need two expressions multiplication. Those two expressions will define the length and breadth. So let's start this video. Here the first line, since area is this much, which is given in the question, we have written. Then this we shall do factorization, so separately we have written it. Then here midterm you have to split, right? So before splitting midterm, what you have to see? You have to see its coefficient, a square coefficient and the constant term. These two multiplication you need to take, which will be, here you can see I have written 25 into 12, it is 300. Then 300 is a big number, right? So we have to do the short division. So after doing the short division, we shall get these numbers 2, 2, 5, 5, 3. Now here if you take 2 into 5, how much we shall get? We shall get 20. And this 5 into this 3, how much we shall get? 15. Okay, so 20 and 15 will give us 35. This way we should split these numbers so that we get 35 after adding. Okay, get 35. Why we don't have to multiply these numbers? Here see the constant term. The constant term has positive sign, so you should arrange these numbers in such a way so that the sum of these numbers will give you 35. So here we have arranged 2 into 5 and 5 into 3. It will give you 20 and 15. So 20 and 15 multiplication will give you 300. It means for 35 we can write 20 plus 15. Understood? From the 300, after doing the short division, we have got these two numbers. Now here we shall remove the bracket, and we shall get 25 a square minus 20a, then again minus, because minus plus will give you minus only. So minus 15a plus 12. This much we shall get if we remove the bracket. That is what we have written here. You can see we just have removed the bracket. Then from the first two term you have to take something as common if it is possible. Here you can see 5a is common in both, so 5a we have taken out from these two terms. So inside of the bracket it will remain 5a minus 4. Then only we will get 5a into 5a, 25a square, and 5a into 4, 20a. Okay, similar way from this also you have to take something as common. Here you can see 3 can be taken out as common, and this is not only 3, here it is minus 3. So minus 3 you are taking out common. So inside of the bracket whatever you will write, you have to write in opposite sign. It was in positive negative, Here we have written in positive because minus we have taken out. Understood? Then it was in positive, we have written in negative. So since minus is given, then bracket we are giving. So in this case we have to write in opposite sign. So 3 also we have taken out as common. So inside of the bracket 5 will remain, then minus 4. If you multiply these two, you will get 15a and these two 12. So this much it is. So after writing this much, you will see that in this line again 5a minus 4 is common. So if you extract 5a minus 4, what will remain? 5a minus 3. So these are the two factors of that polynomial, and these are the probable or possible length and breadth of the rectangle. So therefore these and these are the possible values of length and breadth. Here you give a comma. I hope you have understood. Let's move to the next one. Here you can see the question is 15. What are the possible expressions for the dimension of the cuboid whose volumes are given? This time volume is given. So volume, what type of object has volume? The object which are 3D object, right? So for example, a cuboid, a cylinder, a cone, right? This will have volume. Since these are 3D objects, so it will have height. So volume is comprises of length, breadth and height. It means this polynomial is multiplication of 3 terms, right? This polynomial is multiplication of 3 terms or 3 expressions. So we need to find those 3 expressions. That is why here it is given dimension of the cuboid. What are the possible expressions for the dimension of the cuboid? Dimension means length, breadth, height, they are asking. Not specifically, just we have to say as a whole. So here volume is given in the question, that is what we have written in our answer. Then this will be factorized once. Now from these 3 terms, if you see closely, you will notice that 4k is common in all the 3 terms, right? So 4k is extracted from all the 3 terms. Here inside of the bracket will remain 3y square plus 2y minus 5, right? After this is a quadratic equation. This is square, okay? These are square, this is not, these are square. So here you can see this is a quadratic equation, and quadratic equation factorization how to do? Just we have done. Then mid term you have to split. Before splitting the mid term, what you need to see? That the coefficient of y square and the constant term multiplication. This will give you 15. You can see here 15. So 15 is not a big number, right? So we don't do the short division, okay? If it would have been big number, then would have done short division. But now 15 will be written as 1 into 15. This is 5. This should be 15, okay? 1 into 15, then 3 into 5, then is there any more? No. So these are the 2 pairs. From these 2 pairs, you need to find such pair whose subtraction will give you 2, okay? Now we need the subtraction as 2. Why? Because here you can see the constant term, it is in negative, so we have to subtract the pairs. Here this will give you 2, this will give you 14, so this is not possible. This will give you 2, so we shall write, instead of 2 we shall write 5 minus 3. Nothing else has been changed in this line, okay? Then if you notice this line, what we have done? We have removed the bracket and we have multiplied the x, y. So 5y minus 3y, this much only we have done here. In this line we have taken the common. From the first 2 term, y is common, so y is extracted then from the these two terms, last two terms, nothing can be taken out as common, but you have to write in bracket. So when you will be writing in bracket, then a minus automatically will be extracted. Understood? So inside of the bracket, the sign will be changed. It was negative, now it has become positive. It was also negative, now it has become positive. So after writing this much, you will see this one and this one is common. So again we shall take as common. So it will be 4k, this is k, then 3y plus 5, then y minus 1. These are the three possible dimensions of the cuboid. So that is what we have written. This is, therefore these are the possible expressions for the dimension of the cuboid. I hope you have understood. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and if you have liked my video, please share this video with your friends so that they will also be benefited, and subscribe my channel so that the next video's notification can catch you. Thank you.